Hey everyone, this is Jerry with San Pedro Mastery. My video with the most views so far has been the one called How to Grow the San Pedro from Seeds. It helped a lot of people enter the world of San Pedro, which is something I'm very happy with. Back then, I prepared a little tray of seeds just for a video, not even bothering to sterilize the soil, and then I tossed it aside in a corner of one of my terraces. After that, I completely forgot about it. I only recently found them again. Could they have survived 6 months without any care? This is what we will find out in this episode. This is the tray on May the 1st. On that day, I decided to open it and see if they were still alive. I never meant to grow these seeds. I had them completely abandoned. Oh, I did do one thing a couple of months earlier. That was to tear 2 holes in the film. That did help them to breathe a bit, but to be honest, the reason I poked these holes was to take a look if there was still life in there. And I took this photo. As you can see, there is plenty of life in there. The seedlings are doing good, and there is also some green moss, some algae. All of this is typical of non-sterilized soil when you leave it wet and enclosed for too long. And by the way, these life forms are harmless to our seedlings. White mold is the dangerous one, but it tends to appear with heat, and these plants grew during the winter. So now, back to May the 1st. I am cutting open the transparent film. I'm a bit clumsy as I am doing this with just one hand. The other one is holding the camera. Are there any plants still alive in there? That is the big question. Well, that does not look too good, but it looks like at least some of the plants will survive. If I had not opened the film now, maybe they would have all died within a month. Let's take a better look. The soil is very, very dry. So dry that it cracked. The tray was left in a spot where rain does not reach. So they probably had about 3 months of wet climate while they were covered with the film. Then I punched the 2 holes, and after 2 months, the soil had dried completely. In fact, it was probably already that dry just a couple of weeks after punching the holes. All the cacti on the right side of the tray are looking okay, but the one on the left look like they have received too much sun, as you can tell by their reddish color. And the fact they were deprived of water has made the matter worse. Looking at those from closer, I can already see that at least 2 of them are dead. And others are dying. Look for instance at the white stem on this one. It looks like it's already dead. Now I'm spraying some water. If I had done that 2 or 3 weeks earlier, all the plant could have still been saved. By the way, I'm not going to put the film back on at this point. I'm leaving the container open. Here are the plants a week later, after they have absorbed the water and recuperated a bit. The ones that were red on the left are now all dead, apart from these 2 at the top. On the right, things are looking good. It looks like we're going to be able to save these 8 plants. Now a month later, which is right now, mid-June 2019. The 8 plants on the right are still alive. They're going to make it. And of the 2 reddish plants that were still alive on the left, 1 survived. These plants are 6 months old and do not look at all like the plants that normally grow. They have that look that is typical of outgrown plants. By outgrown, I mean a plant grown outside without watering, that is compact, tough, and resemble more plants in habitat. I'm going to leave these plants for a few more months in the same cheap plastic container. They can grow to a much bigger size while still in there. This time I'm going to water more regularly so that they will grow much faster. The conclusion of all this is that you can grow San Pedro from seeds without sterilizing the soil and with very little care. While we're at it, I thought you might find it interesting to see what happened to another project from an earlier video. That was that bent Bridget of my very first video from last November. Well, the top piece hasn't grown much, and that is normal considering it probably used its energy to make new roots. Plus, it has been winter. Now it should start to resume growth. As for the base half of the plant, remember it was cut in half, it's grown 2 new pups. One of them is located near the cut, which is a common place for pups to start. The other one is lower down on the stem. It's good to see some clean looking new growth, since the rest of the plant was quite badly marked. All these grew during the winter, which can happen in regions where the winters are mild, such as the Mediterranean coast. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all very soon with more videos on how to grow the San Pedro cactus and the peyote. Ciao ciao.